We'll be discussing about the various statutory certificates carried on board an oil tanker and their validity. Also, we'll mention the conventions under which these certificates are coming under, and we'll also be giving reference to their conventions. Now, all tankers are subjected to varieties of statutory certificates mandated by international maritime conventions to ensure compliance with safety, pollution prevention, and operational standards. These certificates are issued under the authority of flag state or the recognized organization acting on its behalf. Below is the list of key certificates carried on board oil tankers, their validity, the conventions under which they are coming under. Now, first of all, let's assume a scenario where uh, there is an event of oil pollution. Okay, let us see the. Let us assume there is a vessel. This is just for us to remember the sequence of certificates. For example, there is a ship and there has been an oil spill. So, what is the thing that comes into picture? The International Oil Pollution Prevention Certificate. Now, also, the chief engineer realizes that along like along with that, some dangerous chemical um, has also leaked into the sea. So then it is the International Certificate of Fitness for Carriage of Dangerous Chemicals. Now he realizes what has happened to the construction of the ship. If all the liquids that are supposed to be on board are leaking, then there's something to do with the ship safety construction certificate. Okay. Now it just cannot be the construction of the ship. It can also be some equipments that have malfunctioned, which has led to the pollution. Ship safety equipment certificate. Now there is a pollution. You need to inform the Coast Guard. So you will go to your radio. So ship safety radio certificate is in question. Also, what happens when you inform the PSC? Immediately the DOC of the vessel is cancelled. The SMS of the DOC of the company is gone. Then followed by the SMS, the SMC of the vessel is also in question. Now, when all this happens, the ship gets arrested, and ship is brought to an anchorage. Now, once at anchorage, is there a possibility of pirates coming on board? Yes, there is. There's the ship safety security certificate. When the pilot comes on board, the chief engineer immediately tries to, the master and the chief engineer put together will try to go away to another safe location. So they just start the engine without changing over to MGO, so 3.5% sulfur. So there is an event of air pollution, so International Air Pollution Prevention Certificate. Now it has started. The main engine starts. So there is an efficiency issue with the main engine, the fuel consumption. So energy efficiency certificate. So okay, chief officer says I forgot to ballast the vessel. So International Ballast Water Management Certificate. Now all these things have happened. So the master goes on the vessel and he checks, does the vessel have a certificate of insurance or the financial security in respect of civil liability for oil pollution damage. He doesn't find it. Now he also goes to check for certificate of insurance and financial security under bunker convention. He does not find it. Finally, the document of compliance of ship for oil tankers is also gone. This is just a story that I have narrated so that we are able to remember all the 14 certificates. Let us come down one by one. International Oil Pollution Prevention Certificate under the MARPOL 7378 Annex 1. Purpose: certifies compliance with oil pollution prevention requirements. Validity, as we all know, it is 5 yearly, but there is an annual endorsement. Also, intermediate surveys happen. This comes from the Regulation 6 of Annex 1. Right. International Certificate of Fitness for Carriage of Dangerous Chemicals in Bulk. This is from the IBC Code, International Bulk Chemical Code. Also comes under the MARPOL and the SOLAS. Required for chemical tankers, may be applicable for oil tankers carrying certain noxious liquid substances. Validity is 5 years with intermediate survey. And reference is the IBC Code Chapter 1.5. Cargo Ship Safety Construction Certificate, SOLAS on 74, Chapter 1, Chapter 2.1. Okay. The purpose again verifies the compliance with structural construction standards. Validity is 5 years with annual and intermediate surveys. Reference is SOLAS again, Chapter 1, Regulation 12. SOLAS Chapter 1, Regulation 12. Ship Safety Equipment Certificate, SOLAS 74, Chapter 3. confirms life-saving and firefighting appliances are in place and is compliant. Validity is 5 years and comes under the SOLAS Chapter 1 Regulation 12. Cargo Ship Safety Radio Certificate. Again, SOLAS 1974 Chapter 4 confirms compliance with GMDSS, Global Maritime Distress Safety System. Validity is 5 years with annual surveys, no intermediate. Reference SOLAS Chapter 1 Regulation 12. Document of compliance. Again, it's part of the ISM code issued to the company, confirming its safety management systems are in place. Validity is 5 years with annual audits. Of course, there's an audit of the office, the company, the manager, which keeps happening every year, and the certificate is valid for 5 years. ISM code section 13 is the reference. Safety management certificate issued to the vessel verifies implementation of safety management system on board. Validity is 5 years with intermediate audit. ISM code section 13. International Ships Security Certificate, ISPS, part of SOLAS Chapter 11.2, as we all know, certifies ship compliance with Ship Security Plan and ISPS code. So here, the Ship Security Plan and the ISPS code is in question. Validity is 5 years. SOLAS Chapter 11.2 Regulation 9 is the reference. International Air Pollution Prevention Plan, again MARPOL 73-78, Annex 6. Validity 5 years with intermediate surveys. There are no annual surveys here. Reference MARPOL Annex 6 Regulation 6. Correct. International Energy Efficiency Certificate, again MARPOL Annex 6 Chapter 4. Verifies the vessel has a Ship Energy Efficiency Management Plan, the SIMP, and attained Energy Efficiency Design Index. So SIMP has to be there, and attained EEDI index. The value should also be there. Validity does not expire unless ship modifies requires. So International Energy Efficiency Certificate does not have any renewals as long as you have not carried out any modification. MARPOL Annex 6 Chapter 5.4. Now, International Ballast Water Management System. The Ballast Water Management Convention verifies compliance with ballast water treatment discharge standards. Validity 5 years, subjected to survey schedule. Ballast Water Management Convention Regulation E1. Certificate of insurance or other financial security in respect of civil liability for oil pollution damage. CLC 92 confirms insurance coverage for oil pollution damage liability. Validity 1 year. Article 7 of CLC 1992. Certificate of insurance or financial security under Bunker Convention. Bunker Convention 2001 confirms insurance for bunker fuel pollution damage. Year 1. Article 7 of Bunker Convention. Bunker Convention 2001 purpose confirms insurance for bunker fuel pollution damage. Validity 1 year. Document of compliance for ship type, oil tankers. Okay, MARPOL Annex 1. Purpose for tankers above certain tonnage age indicates structural compliance, double hull, varies part of IOPP certificate classification. Reference MARPOL Annex 1 Regulation 1923. Now, we need to explain harmonization of statutory certificate under SOLAS. If period of the statutory certificate has expired and port is having inadequate survey facility, state the actions you will take in compliance with the provision of SOLAS. Harmonization of statutory certificate under SOLAS 7488 Convention. The harmonization of statutory certificate refers to the standardized system of survey and certification for the ship under multiple international conventions to simply comply, reduce administrative burdens, and ensure continuity of ship operations. See, these 3 points are very important. It simplifies compliance, reduces the administrative costs, and also ensures continuity of ship operation. This system is known as Harmonized System of Survey and Certification. Key features of HSSC. HSSC was introduced by IMO Resolution A 883/21 and later incorporated into SOLAS 74, as amended by Protocols 88 SOLAS 7488. It harmonizes the survey and certification process under the following conventions: SOLAS 7488, MARPOL 7378, Load Line Convention 6688. Main objective of harmonization: align the expiry dates of major statutory certificates reduce overlapping surveys by combining them with possible, permit a window for annual intermediate renewal surveys without affecting the expiry date, ensure consistent survey intervals for ship under multiple conventions. Okay, again, let me repeat. The major objective harmonization is to align the expiry dates of major certificates, reduce overlapping of surveys by combining them with where possible, permit a window period of plus or minus 3 for annual intermediate and renewal surveys without affecting the expiry dates. Okay, and coming down, survey types. What do you do if the certificate has just expired? If the ship is not in the port where the required survey can be carried out, administration may extend the certificate validity for a period of 3 months to allow the ship to reach a port where the survey can be completed. What are the action to be taken? Report the expired certificate, lack of survey facility, provide details of the certificate in question, expiry date, condition, next intent port, request for extension for 3 months, document the request.